Okay, so in this video, I kind of wanted to talk about jealousy and envy. Specifically because I didn't fully understand, fully understand what envy was until I felt it for myself. Okay? And yeah, like I had sensed jealousy and stuff like that, but jealousy is its own thing until I looked up the definitions and I was like, no, they're very closely related. So my first, oh, I hope you can hear me. I always put my finger on the volume. But well, I'm not gonna say my first because I'm not sure, but my latest. Yeah, I don't really remember feeling like this before, but yeah, I had so envy is wanting something that someone else has. Jealousy is when you are envious, but to the point where you're doing things that are negatively meant to affect someone else, whether that's saying rude things or doing rude things in order to be rude to them because of the envy that you feel. So, yeah, I first felt my little tinge of envy when I didn't fully grieve something that I had lost. So I had lost something, and then I had heard that someone else got something, and I was like, okay, good. Like, I'm, happy for them. But I was happy for them, genuinely happy for them, but I started feeling this feeling, and I'm just like, ugh, like, what is this? Like, this is dark. And I just had the, feeling. I feel like God spoke to me, okay? He said envy. Like, no, but I just had the feeling to, like, look up envy. And it was the feeling of having something that, someone else has. And I was just like, that's a good point. But it wasn't even so much. I mean, like, yes, I wanted it, but at the same time, it was like I didn't fully grieve what I had lost. So it was that's what was really making that negative feeling. Because I got to the point now where it's just like, what's for me is for me. What's gonna happen, what's meant to happen is gonna happen in its own timing, divine timing. I've always been big on divine timing. Like, life is gonna life, and you just have to be, it's good to be happy for the people, for people that you love and that you care about. But when that enviness, when you don't check that envy and get right and start grieving what you lost, or really trying to figure out why whatever has happened has turned into envy, if you don't check it, then it could end up turning into jealousy, because you're not taking accountability of the feeling. And next thing you know, you're over here talking crazy to everybody and just making slick comments, or trying to just be nasty to somebody, when you are afraid to look in the mirror and really see why whatever just happened is triggering you. Like, what is it? Why is it triggering you? Address it and move on from it. If you don't, it's going to keep bothering you, and it may not even be from the same person. Because remember that last video I was talking about, sometimes in life you go through different situations and you pick up things that you don't want, that you got to give to God. Like, when it comes to jealousy, envy, like things that you think that you lack at that time, when it comes to things that you think that you lack at that time, if you don't come to that realization of like, hey, like, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, it's not. It'll happen when it's supposed to, and if it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. Like, if you don't come to that, like, acceptance level, then you're going to keep having those nasty feelings, and it's going to keep getting deeper and deeper, and you're just gonna end up getting uglier and uglier. Like, and even if you don't start to show the ugliness on the outside, it's gonna be happening on the inside. And then next thing you know, everything you're doing is gonna have a tinge of that just nastiness. And nobody's gonna know where it's coming from until you address it. You're just gonna be just looking nasty to everybody. Like, what you looking like that for? Get it together. Like, no, but yeah, I just kind of want to talk about it a little bit, because, like, yeah, you really just gotta wait on divine timing, and there may be things that you lose in life that are precious to you, and you don't want. I mean, yeah, you don't want to lose them, but you do end up losing them. But good friends and good people, I'm not even just gonna say good friends, but like, well, I'm not just gonna say good people. I'm just gonna, I don't know. It's good to be happy for the people that you love, even if the thing that they have or the things that they're getting, you've lost. You know, you gotta go through your own process, but it's also good to still be happy and still love on others that are having, that are living their life and receiving the blessings that God has allowed them to receive during that season. You're going to have your season where you have your blessings. So go ahead and just love on each other. And I know it can be hard. And I think when it comes to like losing certain things, sometimes people aren't even open about the things that they lose. And so other people don't even know to be at least a little bit compassionate when it comes to certain things. But you do have those people who, I don't even know if you would call this jealousy, but it's like that weird energy where if somebody knows that you didn't get something or you don't have something at that time, then they'll just they try to like rub it in your face and stuff, and or like dangle it in front of you, like, hey, like, I've got this, you don't. Those kind of people, get them out of your way, because like, what are we in 3rd grade? Like, what are you doing? And that energy is just like, you don't want that energy around you. And it starts to feel like that. Trust your body, have that discernment, and see it for what it is. You start hearing slick comments coming out of nowhere. You act like you didn't hear what you just heard. Honey, you heard what you heard. All right, have that discernment. And I don't mean that every time you got to pop off the same way that you've been popping off. If you're a pop offer, okay? But you can peep it and move forward and not allow that person to have the same access to you. And that'll just be that. Like, there's just different ways to go about it. And, everybody has negative feelings. It's really just about being accountable for your feelings, and being accountable about how you're feeling, and not just accountable, but honest about how you're feeling. Even if it's a nasty, ugly feeling, be honest about all of it, and then address it. Really figure out the roots of it. Where is it coming from? Like, is there something that I can do in order to help me, really, like, is there something I can do to help that'll help me, like, either deal with that feeling or give that feeling grace, or like anything? Is there a different way that I could look at this to make me not feel like this? Like, just there's just different ways. There's different ways to like go about it. But those are the ways that have helped me with that feeling specifically, because I hadn't felt that before. Even because I've lost quite a few things, but I was like, like, what is this? And it's okay to ask yourself. And life's gonna life. Things are gonna happen, and there are gonna be different situations that you go through, and so it's okay to check in with yourself, and not just check in like basic check in, be like, hey, like, what's really going on? What am I feeling right now? Where is it? Is it in my heart? Is it in my throat? Is it, a bit lower? Like, I'm I'm just saying, like, in your gut, in your solar plexus, okay? Like, where is it? Like, what can I do in order to relieve myself of this, you know, these feelings, this pain? Like, what do I need to do to express it? Or, like, how do I need to resolve it? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because on one side, like I said before, like, I felt a little bit of it before when it comes to, like, the envy side of it. But on the other side, yeah, I've experienced jealousy, but it's so weird. Jealousy is so weird to me, and I didn't want to admit that it was jealousy, but it's weird when people be jealous of you and you still figuring it out. Like, you are still figuring it out, and people will still, if you still figuring it out and somebody is jealous of you, it is what it is. Let it be, okay? Keep it moving. They gotta either address it and fix it or get out of your life. If you don't want the energy around you, period, point blank. All right, so yeah, anyway, I think that's the end of this one. Let me know what y'all experience on this like specifically has been, because you know, I'm interested. I'm not interested. I mean, I don't know if I'm interested, but I'm interested in knowing your stories, and like, I want to know the tea. Tell me, okay? Put it in the comments below. Check out my Instagram. DM me. Anyhow, but but yeah, you got this. You're gonna get through it. At the end of the day, love yourself. Give yourself grace. And if you find yourself feeling these feelings, and you feeling triggered in this video, go ahead and try to address it. You know, get the help if you can't. I mean, try to help yourself, and if you can't, go to a counselor. Like, you can get through this. Yeah. I believe in change, but it takes the people to change. Anyhow, it takes you. It takes you to change. Anyhow. But yeah, I love y'all, and I hope y'all having a great evening. Okay, bye.